I got an audition from my agent for the role, and at the time Roz did not have a name. She was called the Red-Headed Whore, actually. I was going to say red-headed prostitute, but she wasn't. It was just like Red-Headed Whore was literally the name of the character. And then eventually they called and they were like, yeah, you got the role, can you start filming like next week? It was like such a long process to get the part that when I finally got it, I was like, it was kind of a mixture of like relief, like, oh my God, I don't have to audition again. And like, oh yay, and then I got it, and then I was like, oh no, I'm really scared. And I'm really glad that at the time I had no idea how big Game of Thrones was gonna be. And if I'd known, I would have been so terrified. I don't think I could have done it.
Roz is one of the rare characters who was not in the books originally, and on top of that, she's a rare character who was there from the beginning in the pilot. So can you tell me the story of filming that pilot and that experience for you coming into the show at first?
Sure. So when I was cast in the show, it was still at the pilot stage, and they didn't know if it was going to become a full show or not at that point. And I was cast for this role. I was originally called the Red-Headed Whore. I didn't have a name at that point. Wow. Yeah. And I was only meant to do this one scene with Tyrion's character. So they shot it as a pilot. It was fantastic. They had a great time. And then they picked it up and they got greenlit for the whole season. Well, don't know if at that point they greenlit it for 7 seasons or what. I don't know. Either way, they were like, let's do it. And they reshot the entire pilot with the exception of my scene with Peter. So that little bit interesting nugget of information, that scene is the only original scene. I think there's like some wide shots from the banquet scene or something that are also from the original, but everything else they reshot and they just kept that scene with Peter because they liked it. Apparently we did a good job. And then from there they got greenlit series, and then they asked would I come back and do another scene, and then they just kept on writing. I got a name. That's very nice of you. I think it was actually George who suggested you might want to give her a name now. And yeah, it just went from there.